one of the things I noticed by kind of looking at like how you engage on LinkedIn and just also your presence at the conference when I met you, it's really clear to me that you place a lot of value in like the network, like the community. And it's obvious you have a large network as well. One of the things you said in a post recently, you said, because when you're launching Opto, and I want to talk about Opto as well, but you said that big ideas need a big network. And I thought, oh yeah, that's true. You know, I never thought about that before. And I'm curious because a lot of people struggle with this idea of networking. It's like a lot of people think it feels kind of like icky, or you know, they don't like it. And I'm curious what your approach to that is. Like, for example, when you attend a conference, what's your approach to connecting with people? How does it work in your mind, and then also like tactically as well?
So in a conference setup, I would, generally speaking, I do a couple of things. The first thing is that if there's a specific person, specific profile I want to meet, I will drop them a message ahead of time and I'll try to meet them. But when it comes to general networking, I just tend to talk and form a relationship, whether it's at a superficial level or a deeper level, with whoever I'm naturally drawn to. So I do not force myself to to build a network with people that I'm not generally or easily drawn to. Most of my networking that I've done in my life has been because I've moved a lot, and because has been that I've put myself out there a lot. So the obviously I've done an executive MBA at in the in the biggest network of executive MBAs in the world, and that's Kellogg at Northwestern, but which also helps building my network. But I've also worked in large banks, and I've been just a social butterfly my entire life, and I think it comes to me quite naturally. The tactics, I really, generally speaking, just finding someone I'm interested in, and also just forming true relationships most of the time, because I've found out that in 9 out of 10 times I've had something to solve, it's been because of who I know rather than what I know.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge is key, absolutely, but network beats knowledge, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Very often when it comes to practical life situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I feel that too. I think a lot of us, we like to think that it's what we know, but at the end of the day, it's as easy as asking the person next to you, hey, how have you solved this? And it's just so much easier. The things, again, reflecting on your LinkedIn posts and your presence online, I really love the way you do posts, and I'm actually going to start copying your style because I'm like, wow, it's really natural, and it just feels like you're having a conversation, and it doesn't feel like you have an agenda. You're just like posing something like, hey, have you noticed this? Or what are you thinking about this? And like, here are some things that I've noticed, and then you always pose a question at the end, and I really love that, because it seems very genuine and authentic, and like you actually do want to have this conversation, and that of course comes off as confident because it's relaxed.